It's a really tight setup here, so I'm going to go through a couple of ground rules. The cars behind us, please don't pass this line here, and it's for your safety. The cars are hybrid, they have high voltage power, and actually right now it's good. They have the green hat on, that means they're safe, and they have the green lights on the A-pillars, that also means they're safe. If there's no lights on or it's a red light, don't touch it. It will pull you in and kill you. So we'll keep you over here. Not sure where those guys are going, but they're with someone reputable. All right. So anyway, welcome to Long Beach. We're really happy to be here. I have two of our drivers with us, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves because 3 of our 4 drivers have never raced here before, and the 25 cars, 2 drivers that haven't raced here before, and they're already going to start doing some driver change practice very soon. But let me introduce, first of all, Dries.
Hi everyone, hope you're all enjoying your day. I'm Dries, as Dom said.
Tell you where you came from.
I'm from Belgium, 26 years old as I remember. Yeah, you know, my first season in full IMSA, so really enjoying everywhere I'm going. It's a new experience. I have to go to a lot of new tracks, but if they all keep going like they've been going so far, then you know I'm not complaining. But I mean, we've got a great starting position. We're starting first, sister car starting second, so it's going to be a good show at the starting grid, and hopefully we can, you know, give you guys a good show and bring a result home, and hopefully see each other on the podium.
Dries has had 3 pole positions so far this year, so every race so far this year. It's time to bring one home.
Exactly.
Philip, do you want to give the mic over to Philip? You can just hold it if you want.
Like this?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Philipp Eng. I'm 35 years old from Austria. I'm a BMW Works driver since 2016. This is my 3rd season in IMSA, full time. I've been involved in this project since day 1, and it obviously makes me very proud to see our car performing the way it is right now with my man Dries here putting it 3 times out of 3 on pole. We've had a good Daytona, a bit unfortunate in the last hour where we just didn't make it to win the race or finish on the podium. Sebring was a bit unlucky, but I think the stars will align this time around for us. I really hope so, because the car is quick, drivability is very nice. So today it's all about just executing, not doing any mistakes. It will only be 1 pit stop, so we'll all come down to this. And I think we have a good package, and I hope you all cross your fingers for us.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
So it's 11:30. You guys are free to go at this point.
One quick question.
Okay, one quick question.
How are you so fast?
I have no idea. I mean, I just try to do my best. You know, I can't know. I don't know. I just try my best. I do what I do best, I think, and it works. But it's tough. It's you know, as Philip said, it's nice to be on pole 3 times in 3, but we need to now get the result home, and that's the most important. But to answer your question, I have no idea. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
So it's not over just yet. We have just a big change in drivers this year, and these drivers will race in WEC as well, so they get more seat time in the cars, and that we hope will help us have a better shot in both series. So that's some of the reasons for the changes. Clearly, Dries is pretty good. I mean, he was on pace within a couple of laps of his first practice, and there's not a lot of practice time here, so to get a pole is really pretty spectacular. How many of you have seen these cars before, or not seen? Let's say not seen these cars before.
Seen the cars before.
Okay, so we have a few. So let me just recap what these cars are. This is called a GTP. Is based on a rule called LMDH, a worldwide rule, and part of the car is the same for everybody, and part is unique to the manufacturer. So in terms of parts that are the same, the safety cell is the same, the underbody is the same, so the aerodynamics of the underbody are exactly the same, and the hybrid hybrid gearbox system is the same. So battery pack, electric motor, and the gearbox. The rest of it is more or less, most of the rest of it is unique to the brand that is racing. So for example, there are 4 chassis that you can choose from. Ours is a Dallara, and there are 3 other manufacturers that make the safety cell. Cadillac uses the same tub as we do, and you'll notice that the Cadillacs look nothing like our cars. The Cadillacs look like proper Cadillacs, these look like proper BMWs. So it's very important that the design of the car reflect the brand that it's doing. Also, the second part is the powertrain. Ours is a twin turbo V8, similar to what we have in the M5 and XM at the moment. So it also ties into our street cars. The design of the car is ours, and in fact, Michael Scully here, who at the time of designing this was at the BMW Design Works California, is now the head of BMW M Design.
Hi.
Michael, why don't you tell us a little bit about the overall design of the car?
Sure. I recognize some faces. This guy, maybe you.
Yeah, there's a few,
Kyle,
quite a few familiar
Right.
faces. Yeah.
So, I don't want to repeat too much on the car's design, but from a geometric standpoint, obviously our fundamental goal was to make sure that it's a BMW, first and foremost. And how do we do that? It's got to have kidneys, it's got to have twin icon headlights, this kind of nested valley in the center where the logo resides. That's all stuff that you might recognize from the production cars. And I think that instantly gives it an authentic identity. But also important to authenticity is that it has to work. This is a race car, and that's paramount, right? Performance. We're here, we're on the front row, which is fantastic. We need to enable that performance with everything we do design-wise. So for example, all of the air that flows through and under these kidneys, that's all very, very interdependent with the air that goes under that front splitter, and it's all very functionally driven, but at the same time has that identity that we try so hard to bring forward and make it recognizable on the track. You want to talk about livery at all?
I want to talk about livery now.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So, as a setup for you, we've had 3 liveries that we've shown publicly. The first was kind of a camouflage livery. That was this guy, and it had old BMW race cars, segments of them in the livery. Then we've had the livery we've used for the last 2 years, which was an iconic livery. And now, starting last race at Sebring, we have a new livery for this year.
Yeah.
And Michael, why don't you tell us a
Sure.
little bit about that?
So this livery is very special to me, but I
And
think
to me
all
too,
to BMW North America, because it is the celebration of 50 years of BMW North America. And actually the way we approached this livery design was as a timeline. And so at the front of the car, it starts right around 1975. In fact, it's March 15th, 1975. You'll see it coincides with the BMW Rondell. And it goes back in time toward the future, let's say. And actually, along this timeline, this segmented timeline, are very important milestones for our brand. And one of the most amazing things is that, BMW North America was founded March 15th. Not a week later did we win Sebring, 12 hours. So they say you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And I think that first impression is really what helped set the trajectory of BMW as the ultimate driving machine in the United States and in North America altogether. And that's just so important to our brand even to this day. And it's set the DNA at an early stage. And if we go back through other milestones in time, I don't know if are we able to come forward or not?
I think our group is a decent size. We can probably do it part by half and half, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So why don't half of you go with Michael? The other half I'll hold here.
So yeah, we've got obviously the inception of BMW North America coincides with the Rondell right here at the front. But quickly after, you see right on these M colors, March 21st, 1975, the 3.0 BMW won Sebring. and that's Brian Redman, Hans Stuck, Sam Posey, and Alan Moffat. And really, if you start to look close, you'll recognize that these M stripes are the track map of Sebring. So we really wanted to honor that moment because it was so important to the brand's introduction to North America. So these M stripes are Sebring traversing the whole front of the car. And then as we go back in time, here we come to 1981. In 1981, actually, BMW built, together with March, the M1C. And the M1C was the very first purpose-built GTP car. And so here we are with the very latest, and based on qualifying, fastest GTP car, but BMW also built the first one. And when I was a kid, 9 years old, I saw that car race at Lime Rock, and it just changed my life. So it's super cool to be able to work on the car now here. But as we keep going back, I know we probably don't have too much space.
So these guys are going to be doing driver change, so we're going to have to know.
So I'd pick up on a few more time points, right? So here, 1999, our LMR won again, Sebring, 12 hours. So you can see Sebring's like a special place for us, right? And but at the same time, you know, as we get into the 90s, start to see things like, actually in the mid 90s, the United States became the largest M market.
Yep.
And so for us, again, it's a really important set of events that mean a lot for us, for our cars today. But the other cool thing here, it's hard to see maybe, but if you look here, actually the timeline aspect is also stylistic in that if you look at the M stripes here, you'll notice purple in the middle instead of dark blue.
Right.
And it wasn't until the mid 90s actually
And that's where we see a transition.
that it transitions to dark blue, kind of behind this number plate, and by here it's fully dark blue. And actually stylistically it's not just about color. So we're in the parallel stripes as we knew them, and then as we come into the 2000s, it starts to expand and become,
Whoa, careful.
sorry, a little bit more
too
fractal,
exciting.
right? A little bit more fractal.
So it
And
basically like explodes with the colors.
exactly. And that's something, so as we go all the way back, it's hard to see it here,
If we had
but actually the
on it,
tail, you'll see, also has purple on it. And so we started with
like
purple.
Bring it full circle.
Exactly. We started with purple as an M color, and we end with purple because it's the natural color of electricity, and that's the thing that signifies this hybrid powertrain. So it's like,
Want to go back? Want to go to the tail and talk about
Sure.
that right there? So that's the end of it in the tail.
yeah,
So
it's
we have
flipped
the
around. now.
timeline
Here we
going.
we can-
And another Sebring history thing here with
Right, exactly.
M3GT,
Sebring's been a good place for us. But
course.
as we go, we evolve from the parallel stripes into a much more fractal layout. And I think that's, helps modernize it. But at the same time, as we go back in space, you start to see purple appear. And so here, like for example on the wing,
yeah.
slightly different purple than what was originally an M color. But the purple here signifies the natural color of electricity and the hybrid powertrain. So we've kind of started with purple, end with purple, and in the ultimate driving machine. So that's I don't know, what more can you ask?
Inside BMW, look at the design philosophy for the livery, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a special one to work on.
Thanks for your time and going through this stuff.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Yep.